my name is Chef Lee. As partnership with Royal Public Library at the Armoury, we'll be presenting a fast and healthy 30-minute meal. Today we have crispy chicken thighs with warm quinoa and roasted zucchini and peppers. And as an alternative vegetarian option, we have blistered cauliflower and quinoa. So as part of your 30-minute meal, today we'll be preparing a crispy chicken thighs with roasted vegetables and quinoa. We'll try to utilize the ingredients that we have every day as our staples, so I'll explain as we go. So we have 2 deboned chicken thighs, we have cornstarch, we have quinoa, we'll have 2 bell peppers, we have 2 zucchinis, and as a vegetarian alternative, we can use cauliflower and avocado. Along with that, we have canola oil, but you can use olive oil. Salt and pepper, we'll have sunflower seeds, black pepper, ground cumin, and chili flakes. So today we have quinoa. We have 1/4 cup. In that case, it will be 2-to-1 ratio. So because I have 1/4 cup of quinoa, you're gonna use 1/2 cup of water, which I'll just put it in. And just give it a basic stir so they're not entirely floating around. And then I'm going to close the lid and bring it up to boil and simmer for 10 minutes. So for your peppers, you just simply want to cut off the top stem. Cut a small sliver on the side until you expose the membrane. And cut this into 1/4. Going all the way around. And then all you got left is the middle part, and then cut the bottom off. Discard, and just keep going until you're done. Okay. So we have our oven preheated to 425. So you want to lightly drizzle with some canola oil or vegetable or olive oil works fine, and I would say about 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then 1/4 teaspoon of peppers on a tray with parchment paper, and we're just gonna put it in the oven for 5 to 7 minutes. While the other vegetables are cooking, we have cauliflower in small florets like this, about the size of your thumb, canola oil, and a little bit of salt and pepper, and we're gonna cook in the same temperature at 425. If you're using home, 450 works too. And when you wait until the florets are just slightly charred on the outside, it may take 5 to 7 minutes again. So as a final component of this dish, we'll be using chicken thighs as your protein. But you can choose to use chicken breast if you like. I just happen to be a big fan of dark meat, so we'll be using chicken thighs. So once the chicken has been seasoned with salt, pepper, ground cumin, and chili flakes, you want to dredge the skin side in cornstarch. This is purely cornstarch, which helps allow the skin to crisp up a little bit more. So instead of having to fry it, it gives it a little bit of texture of crunch from the skin. It will not be the same if you were to use skinless, so be sure to use that has chicken skin on it, okay, which is going to give you a lot of texture in this case.
Great.
So in my preheated pan, I have 1.5 tablespoons of canola oil, and you can choose to use vegetable oil. Prefer not to use olive oil because of its low smoking point, otherwise it's going to taste a bit burnt. I'll be putting my chicken skin side facing down so the oil splashes away from you. So after 10 minutes the quinoa has been cooking, you want to see the quinoa start to blister a little bit, which is like this, which is perfect. So it has been about 4 minutes. We're going to check on the chicken. You're going to give it a little flip away from me. Nice golden color, has nice crisp. Same thing. So at this point, it's about 90% cooked. You're gonna put the lid off, cook for an additional 2 minutes, and it's done. So now has been about 7 minutes. I'm going to check on the vegetables. So as you can see, a little bit of blister on the outside, and same with the zucchini and peppers. This is done. I'm also going to take out my cauliflower out as well. As I mentioned, it has a little bit of blister on the outside. Then you have a nice little char, a little bit of caramelization on the flores outside, so that's a little bit extra umami of that taste. So here it is. So we have two different variations, one with the chicken and one with the cauliflower and avocado. We'll do the chicken first and we'll do the vegetarian version after. So I'm going to plate my quinoa on a plate, just right in the middle. And on top, I'm going to add a little bit of vegetables. In this case, we have peppers and zucchini, which have already been seasoned. And then finally, I'm going to add our crispy chicken. And you want the presentation side, which is the skin side in this case. You want to cut it. Cut it facing down, but present it facing up. Cut it. Get that crunch. Flip it over. And to finish it off, we'll add a little bit of sunflower seeds as a crunch on the bottom. But this is it. And as I mentioned earlier, we'll be presenting a vegetarian option. In today's case, we have our charred cauliflower and avocado. So we'll be putting down our cooked quinoa as a base. And on top of our warm quinoa, we'll be adding our peppers and zucchini. I usually like to work with what I have at home. It doesn't have to be zucchini or pepper. It can be broccoli, it can be kale. You can fold all that stuff into the quinoa if you like. And right up top, you're going to add a little bit of cauliflower, avocado, and make sure to add a little bit of oil and a little bit of salt, pepper for the avocado mainly, sunflower seeds, but you can choose to use nuts if you like. I also have pumpkin seeds that I like to use. There you have it. Enjoy.